Hello class, welcome to Pre-Algebra Lesson 2.2, which is all about the percent proportion. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to use percent proportion to solve problems and be able to apply the percent proportion to solve real-world problems. So let's jump into what is the percent proportion. So you're going to want to write this down. You're going to want to make sure that you have this written somewhere. The percent proportion is when you have the part of something over the whole equals the percent over 100. And if that doesn't make sense yet, totally fine. That's what I'm going to explain. That's what we're going to practice in this entire video. So step one, make sure you have that written down somewhere. I recommend adding this to the note card for the test. Hint, hint. There's a whole section on it, okay? Example 1, percent proportion. Let's practice solving for that percent, okay? So let's quickly, I'm going to write it right up here. It was part over whole equals the percent over 100. Oops, I just did 1,000. Let me undo that. Equals percent over 100. There we go. So if I want to know 15 is what percent of 60, the part is usually going to be like the smaller portion. So in this case, 15 is what percent over 60, or of 60. Another way of writing this to help you out is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, so the number that's grouped with is goes on top because it's not always smaller, just usually. And then of 60, so that means 60 is going to go on the bottom, equals, we don't know what the percent is, over 100. So the way that you would solve this is we are going to do something called cross multiply and divide. So that means I'm going to multiply 15 times 100. So 15 times 100 is 1,500. 1,500. And then you divide by the number on the bottom. So 1,500 divided by 60 gives me 25. So that means it is 25%. Okay, so that would be my answer. I would say is over of equals percent over 100, cross multiply, and divide. Okay, so let's try another one. So you get used to this pattern. So 25 is what percent of 300? So is over of, so 25 over 300 equals x over 100. So I'm going to say 25 times 100 is 2,500, and then I'm going to divide by 300, which is 8.3 repeating. So that means it is 8.3%, 8.3 repeating percent. So this would be my answer. Okay. Now I want you to try this one on your own. Good luck. All right, hopefully you got 33.3 repeating percent. Something I forgot to mention is that on today's worksheet, you have to show me this. Okay, so you have to show me the setup and you have to show me the final answer. In order to get full credit on the test, you have to show both of these steps, okay? All right, now let's practice solving for the part instead. So again, it's part over whole equals percent over 100, or you can say is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, so we're solving for the part or the is. Okay, so what is, so I'm going to put the x where the is goes. And then I have 22%, so that goes in the percent portion. And then of 75, I would set it up like this. Okay, so I'm solving for the part, solving for the is. And then I'm going to do the same process where I say I'm going to cross multiply the two numbers I know. So 75 times 22, which is 1,650. And then I'm going to divide by 100, which is 16.5. And now, since I'm not talking about a percent anymore, I'm going to leave it as just 16.5. Okay, let's try another. I have, what is 82%? So I'm going to put the 82 over 100 of 240. And I have an x right here. So again, I'm going to cross multiply. What's 240 times 82? That is 19,680. I'm going to divide by 100. So that is 196.8 as my final answer. Okay. Now I want you to practice solving for the part. What is 13% of 104? Don't forget to write down your work and the final answer. Good luck. All right, so hopefully you set it up like this. You said x over 104 equals 13 over 100. And then when you cross multiplied 104 times 13 and then divided by 100, you got 13.52. If not, be sure to ask for some help. All right, now let's practice solving for the whole. So 24 is what percent of 24 is 25% of what number? So again, is over of equals percent over 100, or part over whole equals percent over 100. So we're solving for this bottom part here. So I'm going to say 24 over x equals 25 over 100. So 24 times 100 gives me 2,400. And then I'm going to divide by 25. So I cross multiply, and then I divide by the missing, or the third number that I have. So when I do that, I get x equals 96. Make sure that as you're following along, you're trying this out on your calculator to make sure you get the right answer. If not, you want to make sure that you stop the video, raise your hand, ask for some help, because we don't want the reason for you to lose credit on a test to be because you didn't know how to type it into a calculator. So be sure to ask questions. Okay, so that 100, I hope you guys have noticed, I haven't said it yet, that 100 always stays. It doesn't matter what you're solving for. The 100 always stays. Okay, and then I have 52%, so I'm going to do 52 over there. And 107 is, so I'm going to put 107 in the is spot, and I'm solving for the of. So 107 times 100 gives me, I just mentally divided, 10,700. And then if I divide by 52, I get x equals, and it works out to be kind of a gross decimal. So I'm going to round, I'm going to say 205.77. Okay. So those would be my two answers, okay? I need to have this, and I need to have this. Same over here. I need both of these things. All right, this is the last one for you to try on your own. Good luck. All right, hopefully you set it up just like I did. If not, and you're not sure why I set it up that way, be sure to raise your hand, ask for some help, and then once I cross multiplied and divided, I ended up with 131.91. I cut off it was a long decimal, so I just cut off after 2 decimal places. Okay, so if you have any questions about this or anything else from the video, please don't hesitate to reach out for some help. I'm more than happy to help you. I hope you have a great day.